Two moms from Johnson County are in Washington, D.C., talking to lawmakers about alarming tests done back in June that showed dangerous levels of toxins inside homes in Franklin.
And tonight, Senator Joe Donnelly is calling for any testing needed to be covered by the state of Indiana. News 8's Eric Feldman joins us to explain what is happening in this developing story. Eric?
Good evening, Mike and Brooke. So we're going to get into Senator Donnelly's, the state's response to Senator Donnelly in just a minute. But let's go back to how this all started. It was just yesterday that Franklin Community Schools released results to tests that they conducted at 2 schools for toxin levels. And that happened, those results showed low levels of chemicals well below federal regulations. And the origin for those tests happened because those 2 schools are near a Superfund site, and they're also near several homes in Franklin that showed very high, very alarming levels of toxins back in June. But the trip to Washington for these 2 moms from Johnson County was more than just about these tests. It's about taking action to fix this problem in Franklin.
For years, they couldn't taste it or smell it, but they could see it. People in Franklin say they knew something was wrong after an alarming number of children developed unusual cancers. Tests from June showed some homes near the closed Amphenol plant, now a Superfund site, had dangerous levels of radon and TCE. While there's been no link to those cancer cases at this time, both chemicals can cause deadly cancers.
If we can figure out and we can ban TCE on a federal level, it's only going to make Johnson County safer.
2 moms, Carrie Reinhardt and Stacy Davidson, took to D.C. to get answers from lawmakers about whether TCE will get banned. The EPA admitted in 2011 it can cause cancer. And remember, it's one of those chemicals found at frightening levels in some Franklin homes.
We have a new EPA director who will hopefully follow the pattern that was done before.
Senator Joe Donnelly says more needs to be done in Franklin. In fact, he says any testing that the families in Franklin ask for should be done. And he says the state should pay for it.
Doing this is the job that the State Department of Health is supposed to do. That's why they have a budget. For IDEM, that's why they have a budget, is to do these things.
Some families have been looking to do testing on their own homes, costs that we're told could be around $2,000 from a private company. Neither IDEM nor the State Department of Health responded to our request for comment, but Donnelly says there must be collaboration with federal agencies, too, to get answers for these families who've been searching for years.
So Davidson and Reinhardt, they also met with Indiana Senator Todd Young, who called the situation in Franklin troubling. We're going to have more from him on our website, wishtv.com. Now, in response to Senator Donnelly's call for the state to pay for testing, we reached out to the governor's office, and they tell us that they've directed state agency heads to work with federal agencies as this investigation continues. Now, those state agencies are going to be at a community forum on Friday in Franklin, where the topic is going to be this very issue. We'll, of course, be there to cover it. I'm live downtown. Eric Feldman, Wish TV News 8.